Can you really retire with $1 million in your 401k? Absolutely. You can do it. If you're in your 20s, if you save $300 a month, put that in your 401k, by the time you're 67, you'll have $1 million, probably over $1 million. But a lot of people don't start that early. Let's just keep it real. A lot of people don't start that early. Hell, I didn't start that early. But the thing about it is, let's do away with this $1 million. Let's just, oh, I know you want $1 million. Everybody wants $1 million, but a lot of people say, a lot of experts say that you need, I think it was the last time I heard was $1.8 million to retire comfortably. So $1 million isn't even enough anymore. But can you retire with enough money to live comfortably or to grow old gracefully? Yes, you can. But you have to contribute. You have to contribute. And me, the starting number for you to contribute is 6%. Get mad at me if you want to, disagree if you want to. I don't care. This is my video. It's 6%, no less than that. Because you know why I use that number? It's not some scientific number that I type up, I get calculations and all this stuff. No, you contribute 6% to Social Security, to FICA. 6% of your earnings go to FICA. Why can't you do that to your 401k? That's how I come up with that number. You like that? Hey, I like that too. I like how I came up with that. But I want to show you an excellent example of a guy that's 52 years old that has a beautiful 401k. This is a any if you if any 52-year-old would love to have this guy's portfolio. Let's check this out. I got this off Reddit. It's a Reddit post, and he said, I'm a 52-year-old male contributing to my 401k since 601. I've had an annual I've had an average annual return of 8.2% through the end of 2024. So that's 23 years. He's had an annual he's had an annual return rate of 8.2. So everybody thinks, 401ks are a scam and you can't make no more money. Why should I put my money in there? Well, this guy has been getting an 8.2% return for 23 years. At the end of November, I have made adjustments, shifting my existing assets into bonds and a money market fund to preserve my capital. Any advice or thoughts on my current setup? See right here, he's got all his investments choices that he's chosen in his 401k, his plan. He's got everything. But, he's got it all broke 20, 5%, 20, 10%, 5%, 100%. But right here, he's giving us an insight on how much he has in these accounts. So this is his target date fund. His target date fund, retirement fund. He's got $500,000 in there. This is a stock fund. He's got 400,000 in there. This is the Vanguard Index Fund. He's got 132,000 in there. This Treasury market account, he's got 129,000. He's got 77,000 in this account. He's got 52 in this account and 30 in that account. So he's got well over $1 million already at 52 years old. So the answer, can you do it? He just showed you. He just showed you that it's possible. He just broke it down and showed you that it's possible. But he couldn't have done that, number one, if he didn't start contributing. He couldn't have done that if he didn't do the research or have the knowledge to do that. But you don't, somebody said, oh, that guy, he's probably an expert on stocks and this and that. How do we, you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that because everybody's not an expert on investing, but you don't have to be to become wealthy. I can prove it to you. If you don't believe me, if you think it's all cap that, 401k is a scam and you're a scammer too, you're a scammer too, Ramon. I thought you were a good guy. I thought you were about teaching our kids about learning and teaching men about stuff, but now you're a scammer too. No, I'm not. I'm doing my best job to continue doing what I said I was going to do. But if you don't believe me, check out this video right here.
He's never made more than $12 an hour. Never earned more than $20,000 a year.
How you doing?
So how could he know something about corporate profits? I had to pry. So Earl, what's your net worth?
$500,000.
$500,000?
Yeah.
From working here?
Working here.
That's amazing.
If you didn't hear it, I know you might not have heard it. He said he was only making $12 an hour. Now this video's got to be back in the 90s or something, or maybe before that. So he was worth $500,000 then off of making $12 an hour. So for all of you out there who says you can't do it, you don't make enough money, you can't contribute that much, cap.
Over $500,000 net worth on a parking lot wage. Now Mr. Earl had my full attention. How did he do it?
Stop working so hard and let the money work for you.
He started investing $25 each month into a mutual fund and did that consistently for 15 years. By the late 70s, his net worth was $25,000. He bought stock in blue chips like IBM and Coca-Cola that paid dividends and...
Instead of taking the dividends and parking it, let it set or let it reinvest itself and it increased my shares. And the more shares I had, the more dividend I had. Eventually, the more money I had down the road.
He believed in the power of compound interest and stocks for the long haul. Today, Earl's stock portfolio alone is worth more than $500,000. And yes, his house is paid for. And no, he doesn't carry any credit card debt.
I just gave you a receipt. A man making $12 an hour had $500,000 in his retirement, in his 401k. I'm not even gonna say in his 401k, but in investments. Like I said before, 43% of African American men work in places who don't even have a 401k retirement savings plan set up. You can't, so you got to do it on your own. Sounds like Mr. Earl here was doing that on his own. He wasn't getting any match from his employer. If you have a 401k, you work somewhere that has a 401k, you're getting a match, even 50%, 25%, 2%, 3%. You're still getting that and you're still not contributing. So don't ask if you can get $1 million. You should be asking if you are enrolled and if you are doing what you need to do in order to grow old gracefully. If you're interested in that, if you want to learn more about some of the mistakes that people make, that I've made and others made, check out my ebook right here. The 10 biggest mistakes that you are making with your retirement savings plan. This other video right here of a man who was 44 with 48K in his savings, I showed how much he would have to contribute to reach $1 million. You want to know how you do it? You do it. You get started. You don't make excuses. and you do it for the 67-year-old you. Peace.